Hey guys, all right, today I want to talk to you about using Sponge tampons. This is apparently it's not a new thing. It was a new thing to me. I just found out about this. I have been using reusable menstrual products for 2 years now. I started with cloth pads and then I moved to menstrual cups and then I discovered the Sponge tampons. And if you buy proper Sponge tampons, there are a couple companies that make them, and they're much larger sponges that can be used on different days of your cycle, heavy flow and what have you. But they're really expensive and most of the time they're sold out. I have tried to buy them for a while and they are always out of stock. And, you know, they come from the ocean. They are real sea sponges. So, you know, it is what it is, and that's fine. But to try them out, a bunch of people said they have bought sea sponges in like the craft supply section of Amazon, and I am part of a few different deal websites where in exchange for your honest review, good or bad, and I have left some bad, a review of products, you can get discounted products. So I have been doing that for a while. It's awesome. It's fun. But they had these craft sea sponges on there and there was a dozen of them and I got them for like $2, but I think they were only like $10 on Amazon. So I'll leave a link below if you want to buy the set of sponges that I bought. So it came as a pack of 12 and it comes in all different sizes. Like you can see this little one here. There's a big giant one here. Here's another big one here. I just grabbed 3 kind of regular sized ones, you know, just kind of in the middle. They're not too small, they're not too big. You know, obviously this one's longer than this one and this one's wider. I just wanted, you know, kind of a difference of things, but not giant ones that because I was kind of unsure. So when you get them, these are labeled for craft or makeup use. They are not labeled for Sponge tampons, but you can use them as that. Actually, most of the comments about them, the reviews about them were people who have used them for Sponge tampons. So when you first get them, these are products of the ocean. They take off the outer shell because there is a hard bit around the actual sponge. And they clean them up as much as they can. But you will notice, like, right here, I don't know if it's going to show up. You see that little black spot on there? So there's still something in there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clean them really, really well. You know, sometimes they're little bitty bones, sometimes they're dirt, sometimes they're seashells. But sometimes there's little somethings in there. And it's a natural product. It's going to happen. So the way I sanitized mine was I took a glass of water, or I took a glass and I soaked them in hot water and vinegar. It's half a cup of water to a quarter cup of vinegar. I doubled it because I had the 3 of them and I really wanted them to be completely covered and saturated. So I did 1 cup of water to half a cup of vinegar, and you let it sit for 15 minutes. And then you rinse them out and you can just use them like that. I did that twice because, you know, I'm a freak about putting things in my vagina. The reason that I like menstrual cups so much is because I can sterilize them every cycle. The problem with menstrual cups is TMI, but I mean, we're already talking about periods and vaginas. So, and all of a sudden I can't find a menstrual cup. The problem with menstrual cups is that the rim is pretty firm a lot of the time, and there are certain times of the month. All right, I didn't have either of my daughters vaginally, so I have a very narrow pelvis, and although I am a large person, I have a very narrow pelvis, and sometimes the firmness of the menstrual cup hurts my urethra. I mean, it just hurts everything in there. It's not always completely comfortable. So I wanted to find something that was a little more tampon-like that I could sterilize, that wasn't just this germ-laden piece of cotton that I'm shoving up myself. So this was intriguing to me, and I was excited to use them. Now, let's talk about them. When you first get them, when this is sterilized, I used it during my period, but it has since been sterilized as well. And it is firm, and it's kind of crunchy. I don't know if you can hear it, but let me get some water. Okay, but you submerge it in water, and you just kind of squish it until it's completely submerged. It's like your kitchen sponge. You know, when you walk into your kitchen, your sponge is going to be kind of hard and crunchy until you get it wet. Same way. It's just a sponge, you know. So you just get the water in there and you just keep squishing it around until it's completely pliable. In the shower. Okay, and now it's nice and soft and squishy, and you can fold it into a little ball, whatever. It's nice and supple now. So what you want to do when you are using it is you get it wet, you squeeze out all the extra water, and then you just kind of squish it a little bit in your hand, and you insert it into your vagina, and you just kind of feed it up in there, and you just push it up in there. It's much easier to insert than a menstrual cup because you don't have to fold it a special way and then hope that it completely pops open and makes a seal. You just ease it up in there, and because you're on your period, there's already blood in there, so I mean everything slides in. I know everything just slides in just fine. So you put this in there, and this would be kind of a light day to a regular day. You would not use this on a heavy day. This is not going to hold a heavy day, but let me saturate it and show you how much it does hold, okay? So, empty cup, full sea sponge, okay? Okay. And I don't know if the light's shining through it, but it's full to right here. All the way around. It's full to right there. That's a lot of fluid in the little sponge. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger size sponges obviously are going to hold more. So I think that's a decent amount for a sponge to hold. So I actually really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed the freedom of being able to use it. So it absorbs very quickly. You don't ever get the wet, gushy feeling. You know, I really enjoyed using it. I like that it was something that I could sterilize. I like that it was something that was very, very soft, didn't have the firm rim of the menstrual cup. I will definitely use the bigger size next month, and these can, excuse me, and these can last you a few cycles. Some people say they can last 3 or 4 cycles. Some people say they can last 6. Some people say they use them for a year. It depends on how rough you are with them. I don't, because I have used menstrual cups, I had absolutely no issues getting them out. Some people have said they do have issues. I know when I'm on my period, my vagina shortens, my cervix drops tremendously. So it's not, you know, a huge place that I have to reach up and find it. It sits awfully low, so I can reach up with 2 fingers and grab it, and you know, just grab it and just pull it down. But a friend on here commented on one of my other videos and said what she did when she was having trouble retrieving it is she took unflavored dental floss and kind of threaded it through. That way she had something she could pull down. You just want to be careful that, you know, you don't rip the sponge, but I mean, it's not going to get lost in there. It can't go any further. It's not going to go into your uterus. It's, you know, it's got a wall at the top. It's not going to go anywhere. So if you're having trouble getting it, just kind of bear down, just push down like you're having a bowel movement, and it'll push it further down where you can grab it with your fingers. So it's not something that you ever need to panic about. Nothing's going to get lost in there. That's not the way vaginas work. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed them, and I will definitely be trying them again. So, all right, if you use Sea Sponge tampons, leave me a comment below. If this is new and absolutely insane to you, leave me a comment below. We'll discuss it. If you have any questions about it, leave me comments. And if you have tried the more expensive ones, the real ones, let me know how you like those. I'd love to know. I'd love to, you know, if they ever come back in stock, I would love to do a review of those as well. But in the meantime, this was a really nice way to discover whether or not I liked it without spending a ton of money. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button down below, and I will catch you guys next time.